There we go. All right. Good morning again, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Thursday, October 26, 2023. So not a lot has changed. Let me go to the SPY real quick. Price is still below the T-line. T-line is still below the trend indicator. Trend indicator is below the 50-period moving average. Sellers still have control. I see pre-market. We're popping up a little bit, but that's just pre-market. Let's not get too excuse me, too excited. I've got two lines on the chart here, and what I'm seeing for target to the downside, assuming that the bears don't give up and the bulls, step in, I'm looking about 410 and some change, and then around 400 as a possible target. If we continue this trajectory right here. Now, it is possible. For the last couple of days, we've kind of talked about it in the room that, well, I guess I have maybe, that if the Republicans get somebody elected as speaker, that we're likely to see a pop in the market. Whether or not that pop goes anywhere or does anything, that is another question. But that's probably going to add a little bit of comfort to the market. And what could happen there is the bulls could pop us up just a little bit. The thing of it is, there's so much resistance up here. I'm just not ready to be bullish at all. I would be shopping for shorts as we run up a little bit. Just using the theory of follow the trend. I mean, it's so simple, such an easy theory that take it down to an hour. Let me turn this off. There we go. If we take this down to an hourly chart, you can see there's no trend here. We can go down to 15-minute if you want. I probably won't do that. I may notice it and may talk about it, but 15-minute change in trend, in other words, price, T-line over the trend indicator and then price over the T-line, or at least over the trend indicator being green. 15-minute is probably not going to do it for me. An hourly might do it for me. And something like that is what I'd be looking for. And then, of course, we want follow through. This is more like we want. So here we made that change, and we did have a little bit of follow through here. And that's what I would want to see. So I'm going to remain bearish until, at very bare minimum, the hourly turns over. And then what I'm going to look at is the 3-bar chart. That's the 130-minute chart. I'm going to look for that to turn over. And then if the daily turns over, we could have game on. That game on may lead us up to the 50-period moving average, may lead us up to these highs, which I think some serious caution needs to be had. And the bulls need to make a decision, or the bears need to make a decision what they're going to do here. So I don't, in my morning, well, I think I already started my morning email to go out. And I think I wrote in there, wait for the market to be, make sure the market is fit for you to trade. Every trader is different. There is no cookie cutter traders. Every trader is different. So you really need to wait for that trade that you're comfortable with. And it will come. It will come. Let me turn this real time back on. There we go. FNGU, we're coming off the 200-period moving average, which that's kind of cool, but we're not in buying territory at all. So it could be we get that little bounce today. Outside of that, let's see here. Let me move this over. I sent a few. I don't know if anyone watched YouTube video last night. If you did, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I sent a few stocks out there, and it was all based on the what? Come on, Rick, spit it out. The Tuesday night's webinar. I'm sorry, breaking down the pinball setup. It was all about that, and I was going through some charts, and some of those were really looking pretty good. They were either extremely close to that pinball setup, either before it or even maybe a little bit after it. And so I just wanted to follow up with some of those. I was very explicit about these are just for the watch list because the market is still down. So it's just building on the pinball theory, the pinball setup. And I'm going to go over some of these today, here this morning. And here is LLAP setting up. Very nice. We've got this double bottom in here. Was a pinball setup about right in here, and then it popped up. It's really not a pinball setup anymore, but you can see how it might work. And now it is actually something we call a Trendicator 50 trap, where the 50 is the target up here. SEE, this is still setting up very nice. The pinball setup is all about coming off the bottom, and rather than just, sorry, I need to click something here. There we go. Rather than, trying to pick the bottom down here, what we want is price to move up over the T-line here, and then we'll use between the 50 and basically the T-line as a target. The 34 EMA is that. I don't usually keep that up in my chart, but the 34 is what we're looking for. In this case, we're probably now, because we're over the Trendicator here, we're probably looking at that 50 as a target area. NWL, now this is still a pinball setup. You can see the very nice bottom in here. Excellent price action. And about right in here would be the target area, about that 790. Now, please keep in mind, these are for the watch list. These aren't necessarily to be bought because the market is not completely in our bullish favor, and we have to wait for that. Right now, the market's still in bearish favor. The problem is we're so doggone oversold that we could see that little bounce. Just don't let that bounce fake you out. PTCT, this is an excellent looking chart. Terrific bottom set in here. We could even, go into that inverted head and shoulders here. Nice pop up, great little flag pullback, 3/8 trap setting up, terrific looking target material above it. Massey is another one, MASI. Massey's going to need to show a little bit of strength, maybe, and then we could jump right up. NEP, this was nice yesterday. It still looks nice. We had a nice little breakout, and now we're just kind of rocking to the right like a pop out of the box here. Nice consolidation. The T-line is catching up. I love this chart. I like the way it's starting to look. Terrific upside targets to it. MKC is another one, and that's showing a little strength this morning. Again, very nice upside targets up there. We'll talk about these much more today in the room as well. And the last one I have here is HRL. This is just now becoming a pinball setup. Nice double bottom. Pinball setup is not always about just crossing the T-line. You've got to come from somewhere. And that's why we want to go look to the left and look at that chart pattern. Are the Bears leaving town? Are the Bulls coming to town? So here's a sign that the Bears might be leaving town. And because we're just walking sideways, that's a sign that the Bulls are coming to town. The Morningstar signal is a sign that the Bulls are in town, running a few Bears out of the picture here. And then we closed up over the T-line, and we're up over the T-line today. This is what I like as a buy area, an inside day, something like that. And then the target, the 34, it's got to be, I don't know, somewhere in this area. Like I said, I don't have it on my chart, and it doesn't really matter for that. Everybody can put the 34 up there. But that is a typical target for the pinball setup. Once we surpass the Trendicator, then what happens is we get into the next target of being up here toward the 50 period moving average. The dotted line there, that's the 50 EMA, and the solid line is the 50 simple up there. So anyway, I would be a little cautious. I don't think this market is ready for primetime bullishness at all. We are still in a downtrend. Qs are, they're trying to come up. Everything's trying to move up now. Whether or not it gets anywhere, that's going to be the big story, okay? So we'll see everybody at the bottom of the hour when the market opens up. Thanks a bunch. I'll get this posted out there and get it sent to you, okay? Thanks, everyone. Take care. Appreciate it.